about this, but you know, we're gonna keep on track this time. I'm always all over the place, but yeah, I've been going insane really, because you know, you really try to figure out what, you know, how you should structure your life, not on a, you know, macro scale, but I would say not on a micro scale, but on a macro scale. You know, because a lot of people try to, you know, especially in this country, right? Try to say you need to go for growth and, you know, progress and, you know, capitalism, you know, to be successful and to be happy. And, you know, it's all about happiness. And, you know, if you, well, everyone's been through quarantine now, and I feel like everyone's had some point in time to think at least a little bit. And, you know, I've thought a lot about what I even want to do with my life, because there's so many trajectories that I can, you know, go in. There's so many paths, and it's like, what do I do? Like, yeah, I could do this, I could do that, oh, I could start this, I could start that, but, you know, what do I want to do? And then, you know, what should I do? And, you know, there's never going to be really answer to that question, or at least that, you know, if someone says, oh yeah, you should do this, like, you know, is that really true or not? Whatever. But it's something that I haven't been able to really answer, you know, and, you know, there are people, I think I was watching The Last Samurai the other day, and it just reminded me of a certain lifestyle of discipline and a life filled with purpose, right? They find their purpose, and, you know, once they figure out, oh man, I wouldn't say they find their purpose. Let me backtrack there. But they figure out what they love, or they figure out what they like at least, and then they wake up every day to hone their skills on that one thing, and they spend all their time trying to accomplish being a master of that thing because they like it. And then I truly do believe that, you know, you don't come to love something like an activity until you've gotten good at it, or at least it doesn't become a passion, right? You aren't passionate about, you know, this can be controversial, I guess, but, you know, you aren't passionate about art if your art is shitty, or if you think your art is shitty. If you think you suck at drawing, then you're not going to be passionate about drawing. You're probably just drawing just to try to get better, right? But I feel like a lot of things really become your passion once you get good at them, right? And, you know, they would find things they like and then just spend it, you know, every waking hour they can dedicating it to that activity, and completely content with that, and they're completely fine just doing that one thing, or doing, you know, a couple little things, right? But they're fine just living their life, and they aren't worrying about 10 years into the future or 5 years in the future, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They're not caring about that. They separate themselves from the aspect of time, and they just do what they can in the moment, and they do what they can in the present, which is the exact same shit I just said in the last sentence. But they really try to, you know, soak in what's being presented to them, right? Instead of worrying about what has been presented to them, or what may or may not be presented to them, like we do all the time. And I think that's why so many people get anxious. That's why I get anxious sometimes. That's why everyone gets so fearful and, you know, depressed because of things in the past or things that are going on, instead of trying to optimistically accept what the world has given to you. And there was also something really interesting that they said in the movie. You know, I know it's a movie, fiction, whatever, but, you know, they're saying that, oh fuck, what'd they say? Some shit like this, right? They were like, you know, pretty much you live day by day, you spend every day trying to survive until your destiny is revealed, right? If someone actually knows the movie that happened to fall across my videos, then you can, you know, correct me in the comments or something. But yeah, you know, you are just living until your destiny is revealed, right? And I thought that hit pretty heavily, at least for me, because, you know, there are a lot of people that really just go about, you know, what they feel like they should be doing, but there are also people that live in a deterministic life where everything is planned out for them. But my point is, they live in the moment, and they live in the moment until they feel like there's something that must be done, you know, specifically by them, and they just live by that, and they just live with so much discipline and so much. They just get done what they want to get done. You know, aside from the traditional person here, they kind of just, you know, they try to create a 5-year, 10-year plan or whatever, and yeah, that can lead them to being successful, but does that lead them to being happy? That's the question. Because a lot of people, when they get older, or not even when they get older, when they become successful, I see all the time, people would start a business, and people get to the point where they can exit the business, or they don't have to work anymore, but then they stop working, and then they're just depressed, or they get down or sad, and like, oh, hey, like, what should I do? And they are not content with just sitting still. They aren't content with not working, right? Like my godfather, he you know, he said for retirement he's just gonna work. He's just going to get a different job, and you know, it doesn't. You know, we have a definition on retirement, and I think we also have a skewed definition of what work really is. But you know, I guess that would be on a different topic. But you know, people can't really retire because we end up getting successful, but we're getting successful in something we're not even sure we like. And we, you know, maybe, you know, at least this is what I think, we get addicted to the process instead of the actual moment. And I guess that can be a good thing, and we're told that's a good thing, right? You should be, you know, enjoy the process, right? But you get addicted to the process, for example, addicted to the process of building a business. But then when you build a business and you're done, and like you don't even need to do anything anymore, then you get insanely, all these negative emotions flood your head. You get bored, you get depressed, and now all you want to do is start another business because you're addicted to that process, and you love the process, not the actual business. You know, but it's, you know, I don't want to go down that road. So long story short, I need to meet some people that actually live by, you know, living in the moment, or not living in the moment. Let's say this: living off the chase of serotonin and not dopamine, right? Because, you know, dopamine really drives everyone to really do the things they do. But serotonin is really responsible for the emotion, responsible for, not emotion, the chemical responsible for being okay with what you have. And, you know, I need to find the people that figured that shit out, because I don't think the dopamine chase is it.